Hello, Glenda Proctor here from Cloud9 Ceremonies, and I am delighted to be here with love in my heart to show you something very special for Valentine's Day. And I'm going to show you how to create and make a hand tying, a hand fastening for your loved one. Now, it doesn't matter what you use, but I have got here 3 pocket handkerchiefs, and they've come from maybe grandfather's chest of drawers. You could use equally if you've got something in the home, some red napkins, but something bright, something red, and something that you would like to use. So there's 3 of these, they're slightly different sizes, and what I'm going to do is knot them together. And I know one is slightly smaller, so I'm going to take the smaller one and knot it end to end with one of the others. And this is just merely doing a loop and a knot. Now I am deliberately doing a reef knot. This is flat-sided that lays flat and won't come undone. So having done one end, I'm going to get the other end, and oh, this is a memory of an incident that happened that is very important to perhaps this couple that are making this hand tying. But we're going to secure this end into here and create another knot. Now I'm tying it, it's a reef knot, so both ends come out the same side and lay flat. And here we have the 3 kerchiefs tied together with the middle one in this section, and I'm going to roll it to make it finer. And this is the start of the creation of the hand tying I'm going to show you to create for Valentine's Day. Now, maybe if you're in love and your partner's with you, you can do this together, which would be so exciting. But if you're separated, you could each do something along this line that you could later join together when you are back united and you can hug and love each other and share your love. So here we have the kerchief, and I've got a tray of ribbons here. Yes, they're all red. Why not red? It's romantic time of year with Valentine's coming up very soon. So I've got a mixture of ribbons here, absolute mixture of ribbons. And it's possible that you can buy some string, or you've got you can get a reel of ribbon or from a haberdashery. And this ribbon comes on rolls. You can buy it by the length, or you might go for a cord, a ruby cord here. And this cord has got gold in it. And this may be something that's going to be reflected in your wedding eventually, out of lockdown, that you can have a lovely celebration with your family. It could be that you choose to wrap the present for your loved one in red ribbon, and therefore you could use the length of red ribbon, 1.5 meters, for this parcel that you could later put into a hand tying that you create together. So I've got a number of ribbons here, and I'll just show you them all and tell you just a little bit about them, what I've done with them. And as I talk about them, I'll put them around my neck. So yes, here we have the string, only ordinary string, that on its own wouldn't create or do anything, but I always like to tidy ends. And this end I'm going to put a knot in, just a simple knot, and in true Blue Peter form, there is a knot already in the other end, and I'm going to put this round my neck here. Then I have a very narrow one-sided satin ribbon, and I've trimmed the ends of this, and we're going to put that into the hand fastener. You can see how long it is, about 1.5 meters. In fact, there's slightly more than 1.5 meters because I've created these ribbons the same length as the kerchief. And then another single-sided satin ribbon, and again I've trimmed the ends and they go on. This is a checkered one. It's matte, it's not glycery, but it is glycery. What word is that? It is matte, and that can go round. But you will have all sorts of things that you can use. Maybe you've got a bag or a holdall or something you can cut up that is really yours. Perhaps you've got a red t-shirt or an old dress you don't wear anymore and you don't get into, but it is personal to you. But red cloth, any red cloth, red ribbons, but I'm using ribbons for this demonstration. And this is a lovely velvet one and very luxurious, and that's going round. Then we get to the cord. Now, cord's a little bit different to keep tidy and easy, and these have got knots in the end, and eventually I will fray these, tidy them up, fray them, and cut the ends and make that even, and give a lovely fringe on the end of the cord. Another cord here. This one has been bought with sellotape on the end, and of course we don't want that. So once again, you would knot it and fray it and treat it. There's the other end, and you would treat that. You could put an infinity knot in here. Now, an infinity knot is a knot, has no beginning, no end, and it loops round like that. And that is a nice knot to put on the end of the cord. Now, the other one here that I am going to put into the kerchief is a leather tie, and I've already tied the infinity knot into the end here on that one, and I will show you how I did it here. It goes round, through and up, and there's the infinity knot. So these are around my neck. Let's push these away and just see what we're left with. So we are left with a kerchief, silk, lovely kerchief, and ribbons. And these ribbons could be contributed by a family member, a mother, a father, maybe a brother or sister's chosen them, or you've asked your best man and chief bridesmaid to choose a ribbon for you. And this can eventually all be put in to this hand fasting and hand tying. Now, hand fasting is a term that is generally used for a hand tying, but I'm liking to differentiate. Oh, I got that word out. Differentiate the hand tying from an actual hand fasting. So what I'm creating here is a hand tying, and what could happen here is that an infinity knot is put into here, and this infinity knot will stay. And there's the infinity knot in the middle, and we can pull that really tightly. And if and when you use this in your hand fasting, this is the knot that you created on your engagement day, maybe, or just that special day of commitment that you've chosen to make for your engagement, which could well fall on Valentine's Day. And therefore, together, you can create a hand tying like this that you put aside, you wait for another occasion, and if and when that occasion arrives, you have a ceremony and you are choosing to have a hand tying, you have got something beautiful like this to include in your Valentine's hand tying. So I hope that's helpful. If you need to know more, I'm running masterclasses for celebrants or anyone interested in hand fasting generally, and they fill 2 hours twice over of all the tips and little ideas for creating and making hand tyings. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope somewhere you will create the most beautiful, beautiful red for love hand tying braid for love that you can use in the future as you go forward as a couple. So, love to you all. I will see you again. Bye.